Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Today we're stripping away literally everything you think you know about wilderness survival, and we're looking at the cold, hard facts. To kick things off, we're going to drop right into a life or death scenario to really set the stage for the data we're unpacking. We're talking about the absolute ultimate hierarchy of needs, but specifically tailored to one of the most unforgiving environments on Earth, the freezing mountain whiteout. I want you to just imagine this scene for a second. You're 14 years old, you're out hiking with your family, feeling completely safe, totally secure. But then, the environment just turns on you. A snowstorm rolls in way faster than anyone expected. Within literal minutes, the reality of your whole situation shifts. That clear trail you were just walking on, it completely disappears under this massive blanket of white. You reach into your pocket, pull out your phone, but you've got zero signal. Nothing. And to make matters worse, night is falling fast, the temperature is absolutely plummeting, and the wind is just howling. So, looking at this incredibly stark reality, I've got a direct question for you. What would you do? Your heart's pounding, right? Well, the decisions you make in these next few crucial hours will literally dictate everything. They are the absolute deciding factor on whether rescuers find you alive or if the mountain claims you. Because out there, every single move counts. The storm hits. When crisis strikes like this, your brain is going to scream at you to do a dozen different things all at once. But survival? It's all about radical prioritization. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is your ultimate step-by-step lifeline. Step 1, stop and plan. Step 2, find shelter. Step 3, melt snow. And Step 4, signal rescuers. Let's break down exactly why this sequence, in this exact order, is the difference between life and death. Step 1, do not panic. Before you even think about battling the elements, you have to win the psychological battle against yourself. When a whiteout hits and the trail vanishes, our fear-driven instinct is to just keep moving, right? To frantically wander around and try to find that path you lost. But the data shows this is a massive mistake. It literally just pulls you further and further away from rescue. The reality of survival is the exact opposite. You need to freeze your movement, calmly assess the situation, and keep that search grid small for the rescue teams. Just by gathering your thoughts instead of running, you dramatically improve your chances. Step 2, shelter before food. So, the crucial point is, we need to totally rewire how we think about our immediate physical needs once we've actually stopped moving. If you ask the average person what they need to survive, they almost always say, "Oh, I need to find food." Honestly, it's a deadly distraction. Starvation is not your immediate threat here. The undisputed priority is finding shelter and warmth. Protecting yourself from the elements is what keeps your core temperature from plummeting. Because let me tell you, exposure is the immediate killer on a freezing mountain, not an empty stomach. So how do we actually do that? Well, here's your immediate action checklist. You must block the wind. You must shield yourself from the falling snow. And you absolutely must stay dry, because moisture will steal your body heat incredibly fast. And look, you don't need to build some massive log cabin to do this. Finding even a really small, natural windbreak can make a life-saving difference against the elements. We're talking a fallen tree, a rock outcropping, literally anything that disrupts that wind chill is a huge victory. Step 3, melt snow safely. All right, so once you're shielded from the wind and snow, we transition to your next truly urgent physical need. You see, humans can survive much, much longer without food than without water. But staying hydrated out here presents a really dangerous challenge known as the snow paradox. It's wild. You are completely surrounded by frozen water, but simply eating large amounts of raw snow forces your body to expend massive amounts of core heat just to melt it internally. It can literally plunge you right into hypothermia. So the very thing you're using to try and survive can actually kill you. Because of that paradox, we have this urgent, totally non-negotiable rule. Always melt snow before drinking it. No exceptions. Whether you use your own body heat between layers of clothing, a small fire if you somehow manage to start one, or a camp stove, you have to turn it into liquid first. Doing this allows you to actually stay hydrated without inducing a deadly, rapid drop in your core temperature. Step 4, get rescued. Up until this point, all our steps have been about merely staying alive, preserving your core temperature and, just not making things worse. Now, we shift from just surviving to actively being found. So here's your actionable checklist. Wear bright clothing. Use reflective materials if you've got them. Create clear, unnatural signals in the snow using debris. And crucially, stay put unless you are in immediate, unavoidable danger. Moving too far away from your last known location makes the rescue mission exponentially harder for the teams trying to find you. Real dangers over myths. as we bring this whole survival framework together, we really need to address the psychological baggage so many people carry into the wilderness. When we bring Hollywood tropes into the wild, it totally clouds our judgment. I mean, so many people are terrified of wild wolves hunting them in the dark, but the data shows wolves actively avoid humans whenever possible. And this brilliantly illustrates what the actual statistical reality of the mountain is: hypothermia and dangerous falls. You have to fight the cold and the terrain, guys, not the animals. Tying this entire dramatic rescue arc together, the ultimate takeaway is surprisingly simple. Preparation and good decisions save lives. In the movies, a boy might rely on some lone wolf to survive. But in reality, survival relies entirely on applied knowledge. It's about staying calm, building shelter, hydrating safely, and doing the right things in the exact right order so rescue teams can actually do their jobs. I want to end this explainer with an incredibly powerful quote straight from the source text. Nature rewards knowledge, not luck. When that whiteout hits and the trail totally disappears, it's the framework in your mind that's going to get you home. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. If the snow started falling heavily right now and your cell signal dropped to 0, are you armed with the knowledge to survive, or are you just hoping to get lucky?